What's up, YouTube? This is BlackBus91 coming to you with another Bleach chapter commentary, 560. Now, this week's chapter, it was a good chapter. Now, what I liked in this chapter was a couple of things. I like Masty Masculine's ability, which we get to around the end. I liked his side character, or his sidekick, James. Kensei's Bankai. And some concerns about what Kubo does. Now with Masty Masculine, I think it was pretty good. I didn't really like his character too much, but what made me like him even more was the fact that James is kind of like his side character, where he cheers him on and he regains his strength. So if Masty Masculine was to go down, was to get knocked out, if James cheers him on, he gets revived and well, not. Yes, I'll say he'll. Excuse me. He gets rejuvenated to the point where he becomes even stronger. We know that the letter of his power is S, which stands for superstar. He has the star for on his head, and his eyes light up, and the star lights up too. I think it's pretty good because as a wrestler, you need an audience. You need to be a superstar. And one of the things I remember is when John Cena and Rock went to face off, people were cheering on The Rock. Now, you probably had those that cheered on John Cena, but the one that sways the crowd is the superstar, and the superstar needs to be swayed by the crowd as well. The superstar gets back up with the crowd. The most electrifying audience ever. That's what you need, and that's what James is to Masty Masculine. James is his audience. Where he was to get down, James would call him back up. Come on, get up. And look what happened. Mask, he gets back up, and he freaking drops kick Kensei and rolls. Now, that's one thing that I didn't really care for or like too much, with the fact that, and this is one of my gripes I had last week with Kubo's chapters. It's hard to follow his chapters on how he draws it. We know that Masty Masculine snuck up on 3 Shinigami's vice captain and captain level, and he freaking elbows them. And the only way we saw that it was them we saw like kind of Kasagi's hair, but even that was hard to kind of follow because you don't really know who it is. I mean, you know he snuck up, but you don't really see them after that. And Hisagi even points out, you think that you knocked us out, that we're down for the count. And when he clotheslined him because he wrapped around the chain, he pulls the chain and clothesline. He say, "Yeah, of course I do." I think Kubo needs to really get that on track as far as when he's doing his panels. How is he portraying it? But that's something I didn't really like too much. Characters getting knocked out too quickly. And this is supposed to be a long war, but these battles are going by fast. I think maybe because he has so many characters that he's doing it so fast, but I'm not sure. Another gripe that I had was I thought Renji and Rukia was going to be in this chapter, because that's what it looked like before. There was the last panel showed them in the forefront, so I'm thinking Mask and Renji and Rukia were right there, but no, they were further away. It was kind of like showing on what happened previously, because last week's chapter we saw them there. Now this week's chapter is kind of showing the time span before that he was looking up and he's going to go over there. Now that wasn't the case, so he still has to get there. I hope in next week's chapter they either Renji and Rukia come to Mask or Mask goes to them. But I thought this was a really good week's chapter. Oh, another thing that I liked about this chapter was Kensei's Bankai, Tegen Tachikaze. Now, Tegen obviously means Iron Fist. If y'all don't know about Tegen, that's what Tegen means from the video games or anything like that. But the fact that when he comes in contact with anything, with his knuckle blades, if he is still in contact with that enemy, that they would be imploded or hit with infinite amounts of power. So just for him landing a hit and just will send off this infinite amount of power inside of them, basically knocking them in. And I would like to see Kensei kind of do like a barrage of hits where it's infinite power striking everywhere. I would like to see that. I thought that was really good. We didn't really get to see what Rose can do, but hopefully we get to see that. And maybe Kensei might use his hollow powers in his visor form. Who knows? But if you guys have any comments, leave it in the comment box below. Rate this video if you like it. And subscribe to my channel. Now, this is Black Boss, signing out and looking forward to another week's chapter.